Dog owners are so inconsiderate, and I just got a little story time for y'all. So me and my kids are at this park. It's a huge park. There's literally like a volleyball court. There's a whole bunch of open space. There's sand lots. There's 2 different shelters. There's a baseball field. There's a basketball, like a little basketball area. And then there's a small little area for kids to play. Then there's another big field and another shelter that way, right? It's a big park. I can show y'all. So that's just one side of the park. And you can't even see the whole side because I'm sitting in my car because I'm a little irritated. And then that's another side of the park. You can't really see. I don't know. But you get what I'm saying. The park is huge. It's big. Like, turn that light off in my car. It's big. But anyways, like I said, dog owners are very inconsiderate. So me and my 5 kids come to this park all the time. And we rarely have any issues. But today, my oldest is on the basketball court as he always is. And me and the younger 4 are at the little area for the kids because that's the only area that toddlers can comfortably play at this big old park, right? So this lady comes with 2 big old dogs. I don't know what kind of dogs they are. I know they wasn't pit bulls, but they were big. They were black and they were huge. They like would have been past my knee if I was up to them. No leash on them. Just walking through the park. But they're far enough away from us to where I just tell my kids, okay, let's get off of these swings that we're on and go to the other side of the kid park. So we go to the other side of the kid park. The dogs don't see us. As you know, if dogs that are not on leashes see you, especially kids, and see them running, they're going to come up to you. My kids are afraid of dogs. I have 1 kid that's not afraid of the dog. All the rest of my kids are afraid of dogs. And I don't like dogs either. I'm not afraid anymore. I used to be afraid of dogs. I'm not afraid anymore, but I don't like dogs. I could do without a dog running up on me. But anyways, we're at this kid-friendly park. And yes, there's a lot of fields. So yes, you can bring your dogs. But it's really inconsiderate to bring your dogs without a leash. You can take their leash off when you get into the field. Why are you walking through the area where the little kids are without a leash on your dog? But I digress. So then, after the lady walks far enough away from us to where we don't see the dogs anymore, another lady comes with her daughter. We had already been here. She has a dog. It's like a Chihuahua, but it's not a little Chihuahua. It's a big Chihuahua. It looks like it's mixed with like Doberman Pinscher. But it's a little Chihuahua, a little black Chihuahua. She walks up to the park with a leash on her dog, but she's not holding the leash. And her 2 kids just come up to the park. So I have to put my kids in the car. She don't care. Like, she literally, her and her kids are just on the swings having a good old time. While me and all 4 of my little kids are inside this car because she's out there with a loose dog. Dog owners don't take into account that not everybody is a dog owner. Not everybody grew their kids up around dogs. Not every dog is going to be nice to everybody. Not just because we're a different skin color, but not every dog is going to be nice to everybody, period. We live in the suburbs, so almost every house over here has a dog. And stop. And it's just crazy to me how you come to a family-oriented park without a leash on your dog, or you have a leash on your dog, but you're not holding the leash. What's the point of putting a leash on your dog if you're not going to? And we stay in townhomes, and in our townhomes, it's a rule that your dogs have to be on leashes if you have them outside. There are so many people who have dogs who they will literally just set it out on the porch with no leash. And I'm not talking about little dogs. I'm talking like dogs that's as big as me, but they're on all 4s. Literally big old dogs, got to be over 150 pounds. They will just set them on their porch and close the door. You are not in a gated community. You are not in your own house. You're not. You're in a townhome with 150 other residents living near you, walking distance from you, and you're setting your dog on the porch without a leash. I will never understand it. So for all the accidents where people get bit by dogs, that can be prevented if dog owners were more responsible. There are so many dog owners who are like, oh, my baby would never, but your baby would. Your baby actually would. It might not do it to you or to your family members, but your baby would, especially if it's somebody that's a different color that they've ever seen in person, or somebody that smells differently than you do. Like, dogs, they're different with everybody. Just because your baby would never to some people, that doesn't mean that it would never to everybody. And it's very inconsiderate to have your dogs out in public without a leash, and it's also inconsiderate to have your dog on your porch without a leash. It's very inconsiderate for the other people around, and for your dog, because if your dog winds up biting somebody or mauling somebody, you're gonna have to put your dog down. So why would you even do that? Just as a dog owner, keep your dogs protected and keep the people around your dogs protected. And then we had a park, a little kid park. Like, I'm still mad about that. Like, look, this lady, she's cool, look. She has a leash. You see that? A leash. A big dog with a leash. Who would have thought? Who would have thought to put a leash on a big dog? Like, come on. I salute the family that we saw at my son's birthday party on Saturday, because my daughter that loves dogs, this one right here, she walked up to this couple, and they had a stroller and they had a dog. She walked up to them and said, "Can I pet your dog?" And they were like, "Oh no, honey, he's not nice. I'm sorry. I wish he was nice. If he was nice, I'd let you pet him, but he's only nice to our family." And that was very considerate of them to let her know. They had him on a leash, first of all. Second of all, they let her know that he's not nice to people he don't know. But there be irresponsible dog owners out here who will just let their dogs roam free and don't care whether or not there's somebody out there with kids, or even if it's not people with kids. There are grown adults who are still afraid of dogs. Why would you just do that? That's crazy to me. I will never understand that. My rant is over, but all y'all dog parents, keep them on a leash. Because if you bite one of my kids, it's going to the pound. Okay?